Welcome to Make It Happen Wednesdays with the Organized Author. I'm Lucinda, and this week's video is about our bucket list. Now, I am still going to do that video. I'm working on it for the DIY that involves that box that I made with the fabric and the milk cartons, but it'll take a couple of weeks for me to get that ready. But in the meantime, we're talking about bucket lists, which is the list of everything that you want to do, see, accomplish, every place you want to go between now and when you pass away. And of course, we're going to take that list and break it down into individual years and eventually months, weeks, and days. So I'm just going to show you today how I've decided to use a separate bullet journal for my master list for my bucket list, and I hope you enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, everyone, this is the bullet journal that I'm using for my bucket list, and it was just $4.94 at Walmart. It's the Case Mate brand, and I just think it's really pretty, very pretty hot pink color. And I wanted to get a large one, and you can see this is a big size. Let me see. Oh, the dimensions aren't on the back, but it's a very large one, and I wanted that because it's not one that I want to carry with me everywhere I go. It's more for long range planning, of course, because it's the bucket list. And in the inside, I just wrote bucket list for and my name, and I just covered up my personal information there in case it gets lost. And then on this side, I just decorated it a little bit. This is a sticker that I got from Joann Fabrics in a set of a bunch of them for like 99 cents. And then this is just the large shipping label, but I decorated it and cut it out and put Dream Big because that's what we should do with our bucket list. We can reach those dreams. We just have to have a plan. All right, so then the first few pages, I have an index, and you can see there 1 through 3 because I'm going to be developing this journal, this bullet journal for my bucket list for a long time. So I've got 3 pages of index, and I split each page down the middle so I'd have room for lots of entries. And then the list, places to go, things to do, business things to do, and things I've already done as of the date that I started this. So I put at the bottom the start date. Okay, and so there's the more index pages. And then here's where I start with the first list. So this list is places to go. And then I put here a column where I can put the date when I actually go to those places. So you can see here some of the things I want to do. Travel to every continent, all 50 states, and I realize I've done 30 already, and I'll show you that. Visit the Great Wall of China, the Vatican in Rome, the Sistine Chapel, a castle, anywhere, I don't care. I just want to visit a real castle. Stonehenge in England, Machu Picchu, visit the Roman Colosseum, Spain, and I speak Spanish, and I've never been to Spain. Visit the Grand Canyon, Niagara Falls, Las Vegas. Believe it or not, I've never been to Las Vegas, but I'm going. My husband and I are going in November, so I'm excited about that. Visit San Francisco, which I should be doing here in March because I plan on going to PlannerCon. I'm registering for that. Boston, Mount Rushmore, the Art Museum in Philadelphia. I've been to Philly, but never to that museum. My son says it's great. Pikes Peak, and a mission trip to another country. So those are and as I think of other things, I'll add to that. So that's the first list, places to go. And then my next list is a list of things to do that are separate from my business things. So our house is paid for, but we would love to live in something smaller. The house is just kind of big for me. It's a lot to clean when no one, when there's not as many people here all the time anymore. And then reconcile. That's kind of personal, but I don't mind sharing with you guys. My older brother, he hasn't spoken to me in a long time, and I definitely want to reconcile with him. I've tried, but I'm praying that we will reconcile before we pass away. It's very important to me. So, and then sing the national anthem at a Thunder basketball game. I have sang the national anthem at a Colorado Rockies baseball game before, which is really cool. But I want to do that. And I've been to like a professional basketball game. I've never been to a professional football game. So I want to do that. I want to go to the opera. Been to the symphony, but never the opera. Make a quilt by hand, which I'm supposed to do. I've got to get started now because my daughter wants one when she goes to college next year. And read all of the classic books again, like, I can't think of any of them right, like Hamlet, for instance. Read the entire Left Behind series because I've only read, I think, 2 of the books in that. Purchase every album the singer Prince ever released. And you guys can see some more things there. Sing in front of an audience of at least 10,000 people and be a public speaker in front of one. And then my favorite, some of my favorite singers, I actually want to sing with them, hopefully, in the future. All right. Then, and I hope you guys like, I try to be a little different on each header just for fun, but I didn't decorate too much. Not that there's a such thing as decorating too much, I just didn't decorate a lot, is what I was trying to say. And I want to remind you guys and always share that what you do is up to you. Do whatever is best for you and works for you. There's no right or wrong way to plan. There's no right and wrong way to bullet journal or to manage your bucket list. You do whatever works for you. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing, and hopefully it will inspire you. Okay, so then here's a list again. Continue. These are business things that I want to do. The number of subscribers I want to reach through multiple YouTube channels and start a music channel, and be well known around the world as the organized author. And then I have a book I'm working on, Today's Positive Short, which I share on social media, and 2 other books that I've written, published before. I'm going to do another poetry book, have a full line because I really just have one type of product line on Etsy in different sizes, but I want to have a full product line for my Lucinda Dory planners. And I have a poetry slam. I'm doing the first one this year, and I want to do one at least every 2 years. And then definitely go to PlannerCon and some YouTube event every year and be a featured speaker at an event at least once a year. So that's what I've created so far of my list. So let's look at that again. Places to go, things to do, and business things to do. And I may come up with some other things. I'm 47 years old. I may find some other things that I also want to do, believing that I'm going to have a long life. And then I started a list right after that of things I've already done as of the date that I started this bucket list. So I list all the states that I've been to so far. And so I got started on that, and then the places, the continents where I've been. I was in the Navy, so I've traveled with some of that, but I've only been to like one side of the world. So, you know, I just wrote down where I've been. And so I'm still working on the cities that I've already traveled to. So I'm going to go back, and that's what I'm working on right now, is just looking at all of the lists and write down on that page as it continues everything that's related to that I've already done, because later on I'll probably pass this down to my kids and grandkids, and I don't want them to flip through this thinking that the things that are listed in here to do, once I do them, that's all I've ever done. I want to also include, you know, back here the things that I did before I created this particular book for my bucket list. And then after I get everything down, then what I want to do is start back again here, and then assign for 2016, if there's anything on here that I want to do, accomplish this year, I'm just going to write in parentheses next to it 2016, 2016, 2016. So for instance, I know I'm going to Las Vegas in 2016, so I'll write that in parentheses. What else is on this list that I might do? And I believe I might be able to go to Pikes Peak in 2016. I need to work on verifying that. So, and what else is on here I can get done in 2016 or by 2016? I don't think there's any. I may finish that by 2016, so I'll think about that. And is there anything on this list that would be done by 2016? I think I might do this one by 2016. Just have a full line out there, and I'll probably break these down like, well, I'll have it in the other pages. So once I go through and mark everything for that year, then I'm going to start pages back here that say, okay, where am I going to? I'm going to Las Vegas. I might put Las Vegas, and then break down everything that I need to do to make that trip, and then document everything that happened on that trip on these pages. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful to you guys. I'm really excited about this book. I'm excited about using it on a regular basis. And then after like I said, after I mark everything that I think I can get done by 2016, I'll put that back there. And then I'll also and I left that out, I'm sorry. And I'll also take all the other things. So not just that, but I'll start with the 2016 things and set pages up for that as I track my progress to that. But I'm also going to have a separate section or separate pages, at least one page that I'm going to mark for every single thing on each list. And then as I work toward those things on each list, then I'll document them on those pages. So I'll do an updated video for you guys after I get that done and after I start breaking down some progress toward them. And so now also, after everything is marked in there, that breaks up, that lists every individual page, and then as I start recognizing that there's things that I can do toward certain things for that current year, then I will break those up into months and weeks in my regular planners that are in my previous videos, which I'll link below. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for following. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Let me know in the comments below what you think about having a bucket list bullet journal and maybe some ways that you're approaching that as well. And then until next time, happy writing.